Update 6 on Hurricane Maria, which now has winds of 150 miles an hour according to Force 13's latest analysis, 20 miles an hour higher than the National Hurricane Center's analysis, albeit, but Category 4 nonetheless on both counts. 15.1 degrees north, 60.6 degrees west, and this is a rapidly intensifying hurricane which could approach Category 5 intensity as it passes through the Lesser Antilles and then onto Puerto Rico and the Hispaniola. Over the next few days, we expect that it will continue towards the west-northwest at a rather slow pace right now, only 8 knots in movement, and then move through Puerto Rico or the Virgin Islands and then off towards the northwest. It won't follow Irma's track in all likelihood. It will probably move towards the open waters of the Western Atlantic, but its future beyond that is unclear. It's a stage 6 on the CDPS scale right now. It could cause devastation. It's 45 miles east of Dominica, 97 miles southeast of Guadeloupe, and 151 miles southeast of Montserrat. There it is right now displayed on the screen. You'll see the satellite imagery shortly, and that's something to behold as well. Hurricane warnings are in effect for all of those areas plus more, all the way towards Puerto Rico. You can see the chances of hurricane conditions on the right hand side. Dominica 87%, I'd go higher personally. Guadeloupe 17%, I'd go high with that as well, that's a surprise. But also you can see the percentage chances for parts of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, above half chance for many of those locations. Tropical storm warnings in effect for large parts of the rest of the Lesser Antilles. It's another mess that we're in here right now in the aftermath of Irma and Jose. A terrible year so far in this part of the world. This is what we expect over the next few days. It moves towards the west-northwest. You can see its movement there, perhaps a little bit more speed as it heads towards Puerto Rico Tuesday into Wednesday, and then north of Hispaniola by then. The models do take it out to sea on the whole, but could also be a threat to Bermuda. Doesn't look like it will be a US threat. So, there it is on the graphic right now. The sea surface temperatures are very warm indeed. You can see Lee on the right hand side, a tropical depression not going to affect the area, and Jose right up there as a Category 1 hurricane. Some tropical storm watches have just been removed in the New York area as far as I'm aware. High wind shear to the west of Maria right now, but looking north and north-northwest, it's staying rather low. It's in a very favourable environment for development right now. Here's some satellite imagery, not the normal varieties that we usually show, but I wanted to present this 1-minute imagery of the storm's motion in the last hour or so, and you can see how it's been progressing. The eye looking very well defined and gaining in temperature remarkably in the last hour or two, and more strengthening is very possible, though of course quite easily it could just its eye could collapse indeed, and maybe we'll see a little bit weakening, but I wouldn't unfortunately count on that if you're in Dominica. It's not going to be a good evening. You can follow Force 13's outlets, the website force13.co.uk, at your service at any time with its tracker. You can also find us on YouTube, search Force 13 if you're not there already, subscribe if you haven't. You can also find us on Facebook and on Twitter, search Force 13 all in text to find us on there. You can also add Fool13 on Skype, that's FOOL13, and add extension 9094 on Discord for tropical weather chat.